Hello everyone and welcome to my Royal Family Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Officials anger over Prince Harry's secret U.S. visa application ruling. The U.S. government called a think tank's efforts to learn more about Harry's visa inflammatory allegations, but the organization thinks this is just a stalling tactic. The U.S. government has been labeled outrageous for refusing to release information about Prince Harry's American visa application, citing his right to privacy as the reason. It comes after a campaign group, the Heritage Foundation, HF, sought to determine whether Prince Harry had made fraudulent representations regarding his drug usage in his immigration application, which he publicly admitted to in his memoir, Spare, and in a Netflix documentary about his life. Using America's Freedom of Information Act, the Heritage Foundation has attempted to get key papers from the Department of Homeland Security, DHS. Concerns have been made that Prince Harry may have supplied incorrect information on his admission paperwork, which, if verified, may result in his expulsion from the United States. When DHS initially denied the Heritage Foundation's application, the organization filed the lawsuit in a Washington court to contest the decision. According to The Sun, the organization claims the refusal is a delaying strategy and that their behavior was outrageous. The U.S. government contends that the HF's arguments are just inflammatory allegations, but the HF claims that these claims are an attempt to distract from the record. HF also accuses the U.S. government of dilatory conduct in order to avoid dealing with the issue as soon as possible. The foundation pressed for a swift decision on whether to pursue the case, but DHS grudgingly consented to a longer timeline. Motions are now likely to be filed until November, followed by a ruling by the judge. DHS verified the presence of entry and exit records for Prince Harry in its second denial. However, the government declined to give any information, claiming that despite his celebrity, Prince Harry should not be denied his right to privacy. DHS stated that providing the records would be an unreasonable violation of personal privacy and that solid evidence of government impropriety rather than simple suspicion of wrongdoing would be necessary to justify their release. Information that may have subjected a traveler to additional scrutiny at one time may be considered untimely and irrelevant at a later date, the DHS stated. Given these facts, one person's CBP entry and exit records, even if it is a famous person's, is insufficient evidence to undermine public confidence in CBP and its application of equal justice under the law. Niall Gardiner, the director of the Margaret Thatcher Center for Freedom at the Heritage Foundation, filed the Freedom of Information request. According to immigration experts, Prince Harry's disclosures concerning drug use might lead to refusal of entrance by any border agent in the United States. Prince Harry has declined to comment on the pending investigation. Information that may have subjected a traveler to additional scrutiny at one time may be considered untimely and irrelevant at a later date, the DHS stated. In light of these facts, one person's CBP entry and exit records, even if they are famous, are insufficient evidence to undermine public trust in CBP and its application of equal justice. The royal family's lengthy relationship with Formula One, from King George VI to Prince Harry. From the early days of Formula One on a windswept airstrip to the present day, the royal family has always maintained a close eye on the quickest show in motorsport. The Formula One British Grand Prix will take place for the 74th time today. Hundreds of thousands of spectators will flood the Silverstone course to see if Sir Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, or Lando Norris will be able to stop Verstappen's steamroller. There's also a slight chance that members of the royal family will be in attendance to witness the grid race away into the distance, as this isn't the first time Britain's most renowned family has dabbled in motor racing. Both King Charles and the late Queen Elizabeth II have previously attended Formula One races, including the inaugural British Grand Prix. Though it's more probable that the sporting Mad Wales family would watch the tournament from the comfort of their own home, allowing the entire family to participate, including young Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis. The first Formula One British Grand Prix, held on May 13, 1950, was also the first Formula One event. The race, like today's event, was watched by thousands of fans who went to a windswept corner of Northamptonshire to see the best drivers compete. Instead of being comfortably sheltered behind barricades and grandstands, viewers were only protected by a few straw bales. Queen Elizabeth II, who was still a princess at the time, accompanied her father and sister, King George VI, and Princess Margaret, to witness history being made. In the 1960s, it was King Charles' chance to experience the world's fastest racing series. While the series remained the same, the cars and track had altered when the then Prince of Wales travelled to Brands Hatch in Kent for the race that year. The British Grand Prix alternated between Brands Hatch and Silverstone during the 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, and 1980s. For a while, Aintree was the location, but it hosted its last Grand Prix in 1962. Throughout the 20th century, King Charles and Queen Elizabeth II would pay visits to motorsport-related events, with the King driving a 1920s Bentley at a Prince's Trust event. Princess Diana, Prince William, and Prince Harry took turns representing the royal family in auto racing near the end of the century. After defeating Michael Schumacher and Jean Alesi at Silverstone in 1994, Princess Diana presented Damon Hill with the winner's trophy. Prince William went go-karting, while Prince Harry got even closer to the action when he attended the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in 2014 to see Sir Lewis Hamilton vs Nico Rosberg. Prince Harry used the Mercedes Cruise radio to congratulate Lewis on his second world title as he crossed the finish line. The Formula One British Grand Prix is still one of the key events on the Formula One calendar, and it is one of the few races from the original 1950 calendar, along with Monza, Monaco, and Spa. Despite Formula One's length, the British Grand Prix did not commence in 1950, but rather in 1926. The race was conducted at the Brooklands Motor Circuit in Weybridge, just outside of London. The racetrack still exists today, and visitors can stroll down the start/finish straight where the British Grand Prix rumors began. Harry and Meghan's marriage is stronger than ever. After meeting on a blind date 2 years prior, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle married in 2018 at Windsor Castle. According to a family friend, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are very much in love and happy together despite misleading allegations that their romance is on the rocks. According to recent rumors, the pair was going through a rocky period, with the Duke of Sussex contacting his attorneys. However, photographer Carl Larson, a friend of Meghan's estranged father Thomas Markle, has dispelled those rumors. "So nice to see my friends Harry and Meghan on Friday before they leave for the long weekend," he wrote on Instagram. "Do not believe the media. They're madly in love and blissfully happy together. There's nothing but smiles and joy here." It comes after Meghan's half-sister Samantha Markle fueled divorce rumors by claiming she sees their marriage ending in divorce unless they get extensive counseling. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.